Yes, guys, welcome back to the Once You're In podcast, episode number 74. And as you'll see if you're watching, and maybe you'll have seen in the title. I'll put Josh's name in the title again. Reece
You're
isn't
going to
here.
edit the photo as well so that I'm in the
Yeah,
photo.
well, no, what I'll do, I'll put you on, mate. I'm not going to take Reece out because I feel like you'll get upset about that. So I'll put
Oh,
you
it
in
would. It would.
there. But I won't take Reece out. So Josh is here. Everybody knows Josh, or they should know Josh. If you don't know Josh, this is Josh Croggon, WNBF pro, men's physique, Josh Croggon. And we've had an episode with Josh. So if you don't know Josh, if you've not listened to that episode, please go back and listen to that episode. So Josh is in for Reece. Josh is
Yeah.
once you're in for Reece. Reece is out.
Yeah.
Josh is in. Reece is away. I believe he's gone to Norfolk. He goes to Norfolk every year for his birthday and for Christmas. His birthday is tomorrow, I think. I don't think it's if it's today, then I've not said happy birthday. I think
Yeah, I
it's
was going to
tomorrow.
say, you're a rubbish mate anyway for not
Mate,
knowing
last year
straight
he
off
didn't say
your
happy
head.
birthday to me at all. I don't think he said it at all. Oh no, not last year, the year before, the lockdown year. He didn't say happy birthday to me once
That's
until
shocking. Jake did that with me. We were training
yeah.
together, right? His birthday, I got him a present. His birthday's 19th of January because I care. And my birthday's 4th of May. So, yeah, he didn't wish me happy birthday. And then after the session, I was like, oh, yeah, it's my birthday today. I went, all right. And then that was it.
Is that why you don't train together anymore?
Yeah, since then I was like, I need someone that cares. So that's why
Yeah.
I train on my own because no one
Yeah.
cares.
It is difficult to
That's
find someone that cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, although Reece didn't get me a present or say happy birthday that year, he did get me a Christmas present, which is the thing up there. It's a canvas of me and him, and I didn't get him. I
Oh,
got him something, but it wasn't that good. I got him something shit. I can't remember what it was.
yeah.
And now it's the 20 when we're recording this, guys. It's the 21st, so it's 4 days until Christmas, and I have fuck all sorted.
You've not got any presents?
Well, luckily this year we're not really doing a Christmas. Like my family have
Oh,
said that we're not doing like a big Christmas, so I'm not getting presents to my family, which is like a big win.
shocking.
Save some money there. Me and
That's
Shannon
poor.
have said we're not really like that.
Oh, no.
So
It's the
yeah,
end of it. It's the beginning of the end, mate. Your relationship's going to last at least 3 months after this.
what it is because we're getting the house and we're like focusing on that. We're just like, right, let's just not waste money on stuff we don't need. The thing is, like, without sounding arrogant, like we both have money to get what we want if we
Oh,
want it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not like, oh, I really wanted this. Can you get me it? Like, you know, when you're a kid and you really want an Xbox and it's like you don't have any money as a kid, so it's like you're excited to get something. We don't need anything. So yeah, that's why I've not got anything sorted. Although I am still going to get her stuff. Like I've got something that she told me to get her, so that's
You
really
can, you can
romantic.
tell me now because
Oh
it's
mate,
obviously
yeah,
Boxing
Shannon
Day
Shannon
when
doesn't
this
listen to
goes
the
live.
podcast anyway. She told me what it is. I don't know what it is. She sent me a link and she was like, "Can you get me this?" So, yeah, so that's that sorted. I'll probably get some perfume and stuff like basic stuff. But yeah, like I just it's first of all, it's come around like stupidly quick, and it obviously
Oh,
say that
yeah.
every year, but it always does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And because my family aren't that arsed, we're just getting presents for the kids because my sister's got two little kids. So we're just getting presents for them. So as long as I've got them sorted, that's all I'm really asked about. And Shannon's not too bothered. She says she's not bothered anyway. She'll probably break up with me after Christmas, but
Yeah, she probably will, mate. She'll be fuming. She'll see what like Reece has got tonight, and then that's it, game over.
yeah, but they're like early years. Like, mate, first year of mine and Shannon's relationship, like every present we got each other was incredible. It was like the most romantic thing ever. Like rose petals up the stairs up into this amazing present and shit. Like, no chance of doing that now. I ain't got the
No.
energy to do that. Too many clients, mate. Too busy.
Too many clients. You got check-ins on Christmas Day anyway. That's what
Yeah,
I've heard.
exactly. I'm
Yeah,
grinding, mate. It's just the
grinding,
same as every other day.
grinding.
We were speaking
I've
about this,
got
don't we? Go on. We were speaking before we went live. Tell me what your plans are, mate, for
for
not just
Christmas.
Christmas Day, but the festive period.
My festive period is it's sick to be honest. I think we've got what is it? 3 Christmas dinners in 3 days.
Okay, now, mate,
So
you're gonna be soft, mate.
you what?
You're gonna be soft.
Oh, mate, you get ready. I'm going to be the definition of soft, right? So it's Wednesday today. We've got Christmas dinner Friday, Christmas dinner Saturday, and then whatever we do Christmas Day. Um, reason being we're doing it like that is because we go on holiday on Boxing Day.
Oh yeah,
So
where are you going? I think
We're going to the Maldives, mate. So 2 weeks in paradise.
That'd be nice, mate.
With a very the gym doesn't look like the hashtag Mecca. So training's going to be very much suboptimal, and it's all inclusive. So food will be going in.
You are going to be soft.
I'm going to come back very soft.
Are you competing next year?
I am competing next year.
Mate, you're going to need to do a pre-prep diet after the holidays.
Yeah. I reckon I'm just going to like main game, where you just stay the same weight and just look.
I feel like that's what you've always been doing. I don't think you ever push up excessively, do you?
No, I'm scared. Too scared of not being able to come back down.
Where so you go on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
You go for 2 weeks. What shows are you thinking of doing? Are you just doing WNBF? And when are you thinking of starting prep? Have you planned it yet?
I have kind of like mapped it out. It obviously depends on how much of a pickle I end up in on holiday. So like, if I come back and I look terrible, then I'm gonna have to go on a pre-prep diet, all that kind of stuff. But
I don't think you will, though, will you? Like, you're not, as much as like you'll enjoy it, you're not gonna go like stupid.
Yeah. There is a gym. I'm going to train every day. I'm going to take a gym pin, So whatever machines they've got, I'm just going to be like ramming that gym pin in.
Nothing to do with the gym. Just taking the gym pin. Nothing to do with the gym.
Yeah.
Me and Annabella
just walk around with a gym pin by the pool. Right, guys. Morning.
Yeah, I train. Yeah. I've got one of these. Yeah, because I'm too strong for the machines.
Yeah. What we say? Oh yeah, I've got some 1MR cuffs, so I'm going to do some nice cuff side laterals, and I'm just going to come back
massive,
the exact same.
Yeah,
massive. So shows next year. My shows that I'm aiming for are like September, October, November. So they are going to be WNBF shows. I might jump into a PCA just because I like PCA shows, and Fivos, the photographer, is an absolute goat.
he's a sound guy as well, isn't he?
Yeah. He remembers everyone. Like if you ever said to him, "Oh, did you ever like photograph a show?" and it could go like all the way back to like 2005 or something, and be like, "Yeah, this is the top 5 from that show." It's like, "Are you all right, mate? Like, have you got anything else in your brain apart from placings and photography?"
He said that to Reece. I know Reece, like it was only like a year ago or something, but he said he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember Reece." Like I think Reece was literally just like at a given show, and he was like, "I remember you. I took photos of you last year." And Reece was like, "Oh, mate, I'm fucking amazing. He remembers me." Like, yeah, mate, he remembers everyone.
Yeah. No, I remember it. He went to me. He was like, "Yeah, I remember your first PCA show." I was like, "Do you?" But yeah, PCA Midlands. You came 4th, didn't you? I was like, "Yes." Are you okay? And that, but he's
just like it's a bit creepy, but he's a sound guy.
He's like a super fan of everyone.
If he did that with the girls, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all of them saved. Yeah, at home. Yeah,
I
printed all of my walls.
Imagine his wallpaper at home. It's just loads of PCA photos.
He does the WNBF though, doesn't he? He did the WNBF.
Yeah. He did the WNBF. He's done. I think he does like NPA as well, or some random natty federation.
Some other shit one that no one knows about. You can say that, mate. You're allowed to say that. Say what you want on the podcast.
Say that. Right, it's shit. Shall I say why it's shit? They don't do men's physique, so therefore, absolute toilet federation.
What about BNBF?
Yeah. Unless you want to be a muscle fairy or something.
What's it called?
Beach muscle, something.
Beach muscle. I'm trying to think. It's not muscle model.
I bet Mac and Morris is listening to this screaming at it.
It's men's athletic. I'm pretty sure. Because it's because I remember when I was at the Northern Ireland show, Vicky was explaining it because it was one of the first shows that they had it in. Because this was the first year that they did it, and she was going, right, so this is men's athletic. It wants to be an athletic look. It's not a bodybuilding look. It's a look of someone who could run, jump, fight, something like that. And I was like, it's not fucking bodybuilding then, is it? Like,
right. So you could look anything from Mo Farah to Conor McGregor, and you're going to do well.
It's like, I just don't get it. Okay. But that being said, the guy, Joe Gillen, that won it at the Worlds, he is that. Like, he does outline that because he was a boxer, wasn't he? So he was a boxer till like last year. So he was like that, fair enough. But then I also think but that's just not bodybuilding. Imagine at the Olympia, like, oh, we've got a new class, like, but then you say that
they have wellness.
Yeah, but also, what's the
Don't you say wheelchair? That's horrible. That
no, what's the one? Is it called fit? Is it called fitness? You know, the one where they do all the flips.
that Alex does.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but even with that, they have a bodybuilding round.
Yeah, but it's not. I feel like it's probably more biased towards how like their actual routine is.
Yeah.
So I guess they do that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it anyway. So what you're doing? Well, obviously you're just doing pro shows, aren't you, mate? So
I'm just doing pro shows, mate. So I'm sure I'll end up making like a big kind of like, oh yeah, I'm doing these shows, but yeah, I know what shows I'm doing. Got Dubai pro show in September, then the European German one, and then I'm hoping that the UK like kind of announce that they're doing a pro show. If they're not, then I'll just not compete. And then the Worlds, which is now in Seattle. So nice little switch. It meant to be in LA, but I think it was something to do with the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Flights to LA and Vegas were like ended up from being like £600-700 to like £2,500.
Yeah, what was it? It's the same weekend as that.
Yeah. So it just kind of makes more sense for them to do it in a different location. So yeah, that's the shows. I'll probably throw in a PCA show. If I do a UK DFBA show, I think I'll just spontaneously bust.
You're not allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed.
Yeah, that's that.
Do
you know what your shows are?
Yeah, 1 minute though. Would you be allowed to do a UK DFBA show? Like, or would it be massively frowned upon? Would it be like, what the fuck? Like, it would, wouldn't it? It would, which is sad, but it would be. It'd be like, you shouldn't do that.
I spoke to, let's call him a big Ed within the natural bodybuilding world, and I said, right, it is obviously, and it has been on my to-do list for a long time to win an overall UK DFBA British title. And they said literally that you're just going to end up kind of upsetting upsetting both federations, really. The UK DFBA, you've seen, like, sorry, this year, you just end up getting punished and placed lower by having that affiliation with the WNBF, and with the WNBF, that I'm sure there'll be some kind of like, oh, why has he gone and done that? Kind of like, I don't know, it takes the shine off of having a pro card with a federation if you go and compete as an amateur with another. I think it's different, obviously, between natty and untested, but two natty feds trying to go and compete as an amateur with one and a pro with the other, it just kind of make that pro level one seem a lower standard than what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just a shame that it's like that, isn't it? But
it is a shame. It's the same of competing
with anything. It's the same with any sport, though. You just don't realize it until you get to that level. Like, it is the same with anything. So, yeah, it's a shame. My shows, mate. So I'll be doing, just after we've just said that, I'll be doing the UKDFBA Heart of England. I'll be doing the WNBF finals. But the thing is, I'm not affiliated to either because I'm not very good. So it doesn't matter if you come fourth.
Yeah.
You come fourth in both. No one even knows you turned up, so it doesn't really matter for me.
Exactly.
So I can do both because it does. Yeah, they won't know. So yeah, UKDFBA Heart of England, which is the 17th of September, and then the WNBF finals, which is October, isn't it? I'll probably do a PCA show. I think there's a PCA Midlands, which is Birmingham.
Yeah.
But that's like Shannon's birthday weekend, so I might not end up doing that. Like, if we end up having plans, but I would like to do a PCA show just because I've obviously not done one.
Would you do classic?
I don't know, mate. I'd have to see how I look. Like, I don't think that I have a classic look at all. But then a fair few people have said to me, like, "Oh, are you doing classic or are you doing like bodybuilding?" I'm like, I'm doing bodybuilding. Well, then like, if I was to do PCA, I'm more classic. I'm more classic than I am bodybuilding. Yeah. So I've not really thought about it because I don't know. I've never thought that I have a classic look. I've never been like, oh yeah, I want to do classic physique. But I guess if next year that's how I look, then fair play, that's how I look. And the thing is, it's only getting more popular as well, isn't it? Like even this year with UKDFBA, like the classic physique was really popular. So yeah, and the Mr Golden era round, I'm going to win that, mate. The WNBF.
Oh yeah,
I'm so classic.
Been practicing your classic poses.
I haven't,
classic
mate.
pose from the front, and then from the side. You got to do a back human bicep.
I do need to actually practice him, because otherwise I'll just be stood there. I'll be like Thorburn. Thorburn was just like laughing, didn't know what to do. Yeah. Although he actually looked pretty good when he hit him. Like me and Reece were laughing at him, taking the piss out of him. Like he could hear us, but he actually looked quite good. He looked pretty good when he hit him. So yeah, that's the plan. I keep saying to people like that's the plan, but you never know. Like obviously it might change. We might end up doing a different show. I might obviously I don't need to compete abroad. Like for you kind of need to. Obviously, if they don't do a pro show in England, like you don't obviously you don't need to compete. But if you want to compete next year and you want to do a pro show, you're probably going to have to go abroad. So like, I would probably like to do that. But we'll wait and see.
If you do like the WNBF, let's say, and you get invited to go to Seattle, I just think it's just a great opportunity, and like you do get to put yourself on a stage with people that are genuinely from all around the world, and you just get a better gauge of where you are at, because the UK standards are very, very high compared to the rest of the world. So you could come third in a UK show and think, oh, I'm not that good. Like, oh, if I'm not winning shows in the UK, I'm a nobody. But you go and put that same physique on a world stage and you realise like, oh, I'm beating national champions from elsewhere.
Yeah.
It is, it's good.
Yeah, I definitely think I would. Like, it's one of those, isn't it? I think I'm not deluded. If I wasn't happy with where I was at, or if I didn't place well enough, but they invited me because no one else wanted to go, like, I'd be realistic and be like, look, like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to not waste time, but I don't want to just fucking make up numbers and
wasting a load of money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't want to do that just for the sake of it. But that being said, like you say, it would be a really good experience. Me and Shannon could have a holiday out of it. So like, it would be really good. And I definitely will do that at some point in the future. Whether it be next year or not, we'll wait and see, mate. We'll wait and see. Yeah. Well, if you're judging, it'll definitely be next year. Otherwise, you're not coming on this podcast, mate.
I'm just going to give you an invite. That's it.
Yeah. Imagine, come like dead last. But although he gets an invite because he's a nice guy.
There were some people, right, that were obviously nothing to do with me, that did get invites that I was thinking, you've not even placed in the top 4. How are you going? Yeah. And you look at the coach by and you're like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah. That's the thing. It is shit, isn't it? It's just
it's life.
You can't change it. Like, it is literally that's what it is. Like, I don't like that whole sort of. I'm not one to be like, oh, this federation's amazing, and like post about them or comment on all their posts like fire emojis and be like, oh, they're the best, just so they fucking know who I am. Like, I don't like that. Even when I was at the WNBF show and I was chatting with Andrew that runs it, because he was sat with Chris, who runs CMP, like, or runs the like marketing of it and runs like all the ambassadors. So I was sat with Chris anyway, and then Andrew was there. So I was chatting with Andrew for a while, but then I felt like, I hope I don't look like I'm fucking sat chatting with him, trying to get in his good book. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not. I just wanted to chat with him. Like, I almost felt like being like, I don't really want to. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't feel like that. Why can't you just chat to him? Like, I just hate all that. Like, it's just bullshit. We spoke about it before, where people are like, oh, thank you so much. They're the best federation. The show went so smooth. Like, everybody says the same thing. Everybody. I don't know, maybe it's me being ungrateful because everybody thanks them about them being so amazing. It's like, yeah, it's great. They give you the opportunity to compete. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't be an asshole and be like, oh yeah, they fucking should be doing it. But
everyone says the same
like, thing.
Puts photos up and then puts the placing numbers like that. That's embarrassing, that, isn't it?
Who was saying that? Someone was saying that before. I think someone said that. I feel like George said it on the last podcast. I think George was saying that.
I've not listened to it yet. I normally listen on a Wednesday, and instead
we're making one, mate. Yeah, you're leveling up. You're getting there. I think I might be wrong, or I've spoke to somebody about that. But it doesn't look even at the Olympia, people were doing that, like putting photos, comparisons up, and going like, what do you think? It's like, fucking get a grip. Like, if you didn't place where you wanted to place, you didn't place where you wanted to place. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. You didn't win. You didn't win. Like, look at yourself and where you could be better. And the thing is, more often than not, like, it's very rare that you'll go, what the fuck? Like, that is just completely wrong.
Yeah.
Usually you'll go, okay, I can see where they were coming from, why that guy didn't place. Like Phil, like your client, and he didn't place. You can go, well, he looks great, but I can see why he didn't place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's other guys that look great. Like
Phil's asked the question.
Has he, mate? Is he all right? Because I've seen on his story like twice since prep, he was like getting back on it.
It's a deep question.
Is it?
It's deep. Yeah. I love Phil.
He's a good guy.
He's awesome. He's had about 5 mental breakdowns, I think, since prep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is he okay?
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot to be learned from that for him, for other people. Me as a coach as well. Like,
no, I think it's definitely, mate. Like, I think we can joke at, like, me and Reece were saying this before. Like, as much as me and Reece quite like the approach of not going about, you know, prep's going to be so difficult. Honestly, like, you know, this is going to be so hard. That's been so hard because, you know, talking like going on about it, like, it makes people overthink it and preempt it. Like, but then also, if you joke about it and make out that prep's fine and it's not difficult at all, you run into issues with clients where they're like, I'm really fucking struggling, but I don't really want to say. Or they're sort of, if they do say, they sort of expect that there's something wrong with them because they're struggling. It's like, there's nothing wrong with you. You should be fucking struggling. Like, you know, you're getting really, really lean.
You are literally, you are pushing your body to its absolute limit. And
you should be struggling.
Yeah.
I think, I remember saying, this was probably about midway through like most clients' preps last year. I remember saying to Reece, I was like, we need to promote that prep isn't as easy as people think.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of my clients were struggling and a lot of Reece's clients were struggling, and like people were
not saying anything
not saying anything or like dropping out. You know, Reece had a couple of clients drop out, I had a couple of clients drop out. And it's like, you know, you always look back and think, what could I have done better? Where could we have improved? And there's always things that you could have done. You could have had people starting leaner. You could have had more time. Like, there's always things you could do, and you learn from it. You become a better coach for it. But also, it's because people don't understand what it actually takes. They just think, oh, well, you know, I've dieted before. I've got a little bit lean before. But if you've not dieted multiple times, if you've not got really, really lean before, if you've not got that kind of mentality where it's like, when you set your mind to do something, you're going to fucking do it no matter what. Like, if you don't have that, you won't do very well. Like, you have to have that mindset, don't you? Like, I've always had a mindset where, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Like, if I say I'm going to do this, like, no matter what, I'll make sure I do it. Like, there's no chance. If I say I'm going to get up and do my cardio at this time, if I'm not on the bike at that time, that won't happen because I'd beat myself up. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm the same. Like, there's never even a thought in my mind at any point on a prep, and like, you can go, oh no, Josh, you're lying. I'm not worried about doing whatever it takes. I just do it. I don't even think, oh yeah, I need to do this. I just do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But a lot of people don't have that. Like, and I don't. You don't realize that, do you? Until you get more and more clients, until you get, you know, you're prepping more people. Because if you just, you know, for the majority of your childhood, your only experience to everything is your own experience. You know what I mean? So you think that everybody feels the same, everybody has the same mindset. So like, if you have that mindset of like, I'm just going to do it, you think, well, that person will just do it, and they'll just do it, and they'll just do it. But it's not that easy because people have, you know, everybody's different. So yeah, like, that's one thing that I really realized and said to Reece. I was like, we need to promote that a bit more, that it's not as easy as people maybe expect it to be. But then also, it's difficult because you don't want to be telling everyone how hard it is all the time, because then people make out it's harder than it is. It's like, you almost have to find that balance.
I think like what you said about, like, you know, past the experiences of what is your idea of difficult. I think when someone starts a prep, for me, I think I'll ask them more about, like, what do you do for work? Like, I don't know, how many hours do you work a week, or what's like the hardest thing that you've ever done in your life? And if someone says, oh yeah, passing my driving test were like impossible,
that's nothing.
You might struggle with this.
Yeah, no, you do need to. I think even if you've not had anything that you've like that's really difficult to get through, but that is true, to be fair, because like clients that I've had that have had maybe like more difficulties in their life,
Yeah, more life experience.
Yeah, whether it be like, losing family members or losing their best mate when they were young and things like that.
Yeah.
They can manage a prep like it's nothing because they've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it's the same with anything. It's like people who are really successful, like, can come from a background where they weren't successful. They had to work really, really hard, and they keep working really hard, like, as they get obviously more and more sort of developed throughout whatever business it is or anything like that. But yeah, that's something that is true. But then, like, just because you've had a good childhood or a good upbringing doesn't mean that you can't prep. It just means that you probably need more diet practice beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
You sort of need to get used to being in the trenches, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Digging deep. Asking the man in the mirror if he's ready for it. You fucking ready to go?
So did you get a lot of questions? I got quite a few questions, to be fair.
I got... where's my phone? Oh, I think I got like 7.
Okay, let me double check.
I've got a few.
We've not got Reece's following, Reece's questions. We've not got the backing of 20,000 odd followers, whatever he's got, to carry the podcast.
Yeah, we've only got my 4.5K.
Yeah, got to rely on our measly numbers, mate.
Yeah, half of them are people that you coach as well. God damn. Yeah, I've got 8 questions, and they're all very serious.
Go on then. Let's crack on with the Q&A. Is there anything else you want to cover? Do you want to cover anything else?
Yeah. I think we've been in this podcast 20 minutes now, and we've
not mentioned it.
My Christmas jumper. So for those listening on Spotify, you're not going to witness this, but this is actually my girlfriend's. My girlfriend is...
Don't lie. You told me it was yours before. You told me it was yours before we started.
And I'm also sporting a crown that you would get in a Christmas cracker. So we had a Christmas cracker on the side. I thought, perfect.
From one of his 7 Christmas meals. Oh, you got the joke? Go on then.
I've got the joke. Right? Try not to shout it out too loud, too quick. Let the listeners have a guess on them. Who hides in the bakery at Christmas? Mince spies.
Oh, fantastic.
That is
not a bad one. I've never heard it. So
I've also got some charades if you want to play, but I think that might be a bit of a problem for the Spotify listeners.
Yeah, might be a bit difficult on a podcast. Just 20 seconds of silence.
Yeah, just me going.
So how many? You've already had a Christmas dinner. You had one the other day.
I've not. I don't think.
What?
Oh no, that
Christmas. Go on.
Did you see it on my story?
No.
Oh, Annabella just did a bit of Christmas veg. The Christmas crackers are from. We had a housewarming.
Oh right. So and I wasn't invited. Wasn't invited. No.
No one were actually invited apart from Annabella's family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't think about me though. Annabella's family and maybe Finn.
Maybe Finn.
Maybe Finn can come as well.
The thing is, you and Reece often come as a package. So
yeah, no, I've been told this numerous times.
I think once Annabella's family would have seen Reece, they would have started like, whoa, asking questions.
Yeah.
Who's that monster?
You're not going to get that big eye, Josh. Not good for you.
Josh, you know that you said that you were natural. That guy's not natural. That's exactly what it would have been like. Anyway, questions.
Right, you can go first, mate, because I'm doing the timestamps. For everybody who is watching or listening, this is the hard work that goes into the podcast now behind the scenes. Wow. Not only am I a fantastic host, I'm also the timestamp man, and I'm going to let the secret out. I'm admin man. If anybody didn't know, I do all the admin.
What admin?
All the admin behind the podcast, mate. So I have to.
It was on your YouTube. You should be.
I have to message the guests. I have to upload it onto YouTube. I have to put it onto iMovie, clip it together, delete all the horrible comments that Reece makes every week. I have to get rid of all those homophobic comments. Yeah, I have to delete them all the time, mate. No, to be fair, we never have to delete anything. But I do have to click on
the bad steroid advice.
Yeah, I do have to click. No, every time that Reece gets a question on steroids, we have to pause it and he has to go onto Google, come back, and then make out he knows what he's on about.
No, he don't go onto Google. He goes into Trained by JP.
He goes onto Physique Collective.
What's the educator saying?
So he actually quickly rings Tom Hames, Evolution Training. Quickly rings him. because he's good. He's tight with him. He even wears one of his t-shirts. So yeah, he rings him, gets the knowledge, comes back. No, I don't. I only have to clip it together because we're still tight with our podcast funds. We've not yet upgraded Zoom.
Yeah, that was going to be a question of mine to you. When are you going to get Zoom Premium or whatever it is?
I don't know. Do you know how much it is?
Not a lot.
Is it not?
I think it's tax deductible as well if you're an online coach. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh mate, everything's tax deductible if you're an online coach.
Oh mate, my holiday to the Maldives tax deductible.
Yeah, you're competing, aren't you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Maldives Muscle Classic. I put that on my Instagram.
You're seeing clients there and everything, yeah. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go into the second part for the Q&A.
Awesome. Are we on?
We're on, mate. We're on. You go first. We've got some questions. Let's go.
Right. First question. What shall we go for? Do we want a deep one? We'll go easy. Worst thing on a Christmas. Oh, it's from James Herman or James Sherman. I'm not sure how.
I thought it was J. Mesherman. I think that's what it is.
Jan Mesherman.
See, I can't have that kind of joke with Reece because it just goes straight over his head.
What?
Honestly, mate, that joke would go. If you'd have said that when Reece was here, he'd been like straight over his head.
Right, worst thing on a Xmas dinner plate. If you could remove one, ? Smiley face.
Tell me what your standard Christmas dinner would be, mate, and then we'll eliminate a product.
Right, parsnips.
Mate, first up, parsnips. First thing that comes to mind.
I'm just thinking.
Okay.
But I'm going to go for the obscure ones. Parsnips, carrots, mashed potato, roast potato, 2 forms of potato, 1 plate. I am a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Brussels sprouts, cranberry sauce, turkey, pigs in blankets. That is bacon wrapped in sausage. No, sausages wrapped in bacon. For those that don't know. And because I am from Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
And gravy.
Yeah. Mine would be similar, but I wouldn't have cranberry sauce. I hate any sauces like that. Like Shannon has mint sauce on.
Oh, I love it.
Roasted.
Mint sauce. Oof.
Oh, I can't think of it worse.
Hey, right, I'm saying it now. When I become a famous YouTuber and I do like a collab, my collab protein is going to be mint sauce flavored.
Oh, that's what you're going to make?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be horrendous. Will it be a clear whey, or will it be like a natural whey?
It'll be a clear whey isolate from CMP.
Will it? Okay. It's not whey isolate, mate. It's collagen.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right. That's my chance of sponsorship just gone.
No chance, mate.
The products inside out.
Mine would be what? Turkey, although turkey's a bit shit. I've got a question actually about Christmas dinner. Let's
I've got 2.
Yeah, let's tie them together. We can class this as the Christmas special, can't we? Because of your outfit.
Of course.
And it is coming out on Boxing Day. So happy Boxing Day, everyone. I hope you all had a nice Christmas.
Yeah.
So I got asked by Max Fowler Fitness, overrated opinions on Christmas. And then he put in brackets, turkey is shite. So
what's he called?
Max Fowler.
Max Fowler. I would not be inviting you around for Christmas dinner, mate. Sorry.
I kind of get what you're saying. I don't think turkey's incredible. Like, it's not like, oh, the turkey's the best part. Like, turkey's just like...
Who makes your turkey?
Depends where I'm going, mate.
Right. If I invited you around to Annabella's family's, her dad makes fantastic... He's a fantastic cook.
Is it?
See, we're having Christmas dinner there. So if you're free, just come and have a mouthful of turkey and then piss off.
When's this?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, right? I'll see you there. I'm actually just turn up.
It might be Friday.
So yeah, I wouldn't take the turkey away. Like, no chance. You can't take it away. I'd maybe replace it. You could just have chicken, couldn't you? I have chicken every day. I'm a bodybuilder. Such a bodybuilder. I have it every day, mate.
Bodybuilder. Yeah. What's got higher protein content, turkey or chicken?
Are they not similar? Turkey's a little bit leaner.
I think it's turkey.
By a lot. Are you gonna Google it?
Hang on. Turkey Macronutrient content. There we go. Right.
I don't think it's much different.
Oof. 24 grams per 100 gram. Is it 22?
Yeah, chicken's like 22, yeah.
There we go.
Turkey's
Well, bigger than you, mate.
Yeah, Max Fowler, you're wrong. Turkey is not shy. It's incredible.
Anabolic as food. Where's chicken? Chicken, 20 grams.
4 grams extra.
Yeah, there you go.
20% and it's leaner as well.
20% more gains.
Do you have turkey every day?
No, I have turkey Christmas Day. That's it.
Just once a year, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I have turkey slices on like a bagel.
Yeah. I just think I
Right.
literally, if you were to give me a blind taste test of turkey and chicken, I wouldn't know the difference.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, go on then. Which one are you getting rid of? Turkey.
Nah, I'd get rid of the sauces, but I don't have them on mine anyway. I wouldn't get rid of gravy. No. I wouldn't get rid of gravy, but I'd get rid of like any kind of other sauce, cranberry sauce, mint sauce,
bread sauce. Have you ever had that?
Don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's grim.
Oh, they're all grim. They're all horrible. They don't belong. So yeah, out of the traditional products, carrots are shit.
Oh my god. Brussels sprouts, right? I can't believe.
Sprouts aren't great, but I think that I'd prefer them to carrots.
No, for me it's Brussels sprouts, and you're not getting a Christmas card this year, mate. Sorry.
I don't do cards, mate. Try to save the planet. Me and I haven't done cards right for years. Like I don't get cards. We might as well go into this now. I just don't understand them. Like, have you ever received a card and gone, oh, that's so nice. That's such a lovely card. I'm going to keep it forever. Like,
yeah.
When?
I've got like birthday cards from like when I'm like 7 years old. So I did a year in Australia and I got sent a load of Christmas cards and I've kept all them.
Yeah, that's nice. Like my mum will have cards from when I was a baby, but you know when you just get like, if I sent you a Christmas card, no chance. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Well, then you're just a hoarder of clutter.
I am. But yeah, this flat's just gonna be full of Christmas cards and.
I don't know. I've never understood. You know, like you get someone a card and you give it to them and they read it and go, "Oh, thanks." Like, just say happy birthday on their birthday.
One of our neighbours gave us a card. Right, we've never met them before. They're on our floor. I just thought that is so nice that they've done that. Annabella might have been it. I wouldn't.
Have you got them one back?
I don't know.
Do you feel obliged? Do you feel like you should do?
Yeah, definitely.
So our neighbour, guy who lives in the flat opposite us, he got us a card, and no chance I'm getting him a card. Like, and that I'll say Merry Christmas to you. I was gonna say happy birthday. I'll say happy birthday. I'll say Merry Christmas.
Birthday, Jesus.
I'll say Merry Christmas to him when I see him. Like, but I just think the card is just a waste of paper, a waste of space, a waste of money. Yeah, that is my opinion on cards. So I'll tell you what, overrated opinions on Christmas, cards and birthdays and any time.
My overrated opinion on Christmas is the desire for a white Christmas because it's too cold when it snows.
I disagree. I like it. I like it when it snows at Christmas.
Well, do you know what? By the end of this podcast, we're no longer going to be friends.
Everything we're disagreeing with.
Yeah.
No, I know. I think now, like, especially if I'm driving to my family's and whatever on Christmas Day, then I don't really want it to be snowing because it's like, I might not even be able to go. But when I was a kid at Christmas, like, I remember, I think there was maybe one Christmas where it was really snowy, and like you're looking outside, like hoping for it to be like to have snowed loads. And I think there's just one Christmas where it did, and that was like, I remember that being a really good one because we'd go in the garden and we'd like play with the snow. But I mean, I wouldn't do that now, so it doesn't really make a difference now. But I get it as a kid, like
you want it to be... I've got to go and get my steps in this cold weather.
No, nightmare. Right. Next question. this one, and the guy messaged me, to be fair, and I don't really know what he means, so I'm going to just explain it. He did message me saying sorry for his English. So,
is he not English?
no. He's asked, does makes a massive difference being more muscular than less in the off season in terms of aesthetics? So I think he's saying,
yeah,
in the off season, does it make a big difference being more muscular than less musculature in terms of how you look? Yeah, of course it does. Because otherwise you just look like a fat blob.
Yeah, if you
Like
look,
like I did.
100 kilos with like, I don't know, 40% muscle mass. You know, it's going to look different to having 20% muscle mass.
Simple as that.
It's as simple as that. So, where's he from?
I don't know.
Spain.
I'm gonna have a look on his page. His name is Giacomo Begotti.
Giacomo.
Giacomo Begotti.
Sounds Italian.
It says FE-MN and then a pin, as if that's where he lives.
Femin.
Huh?
Femin. FEMN.
Yeah, I don't think it's Femin, mate. I don't think that's a place.
Right. I think he's Spanish. Feliz Navidad, amigo. Feliz Navidad.
I think he's Italian, and I think it's somewhere in Milan.
Oh dear. Yeah, could be. Buongiorno. Buongiorno, principessa.
So yeah.
Princess.
Hello, princess.
Hello, princess in Italian.
So the answer there, mate, is yes. If you've not got much muscle and you are in an off season, you're probably not going to look like you've got much muscle. It's the same whether you're in a gaining phase or in a dieting phase. Like whether you're fat or lean, the amount of muscle that you hold is the most important thing. That will dictate how you look. Yeah, so it does make a big difference. Your question, mate.
AJ Balwa has asked, how many Lynx Africa sets are you predicting for this year?
Big Balwa. See, exactly what I was saying. Wasted presents that nobody wants. Nobody wants them. Stop wasting your money. Stop wasting cardboard and aerosol cans.
Oh, I've just come up with a tradition or a Christmas thing that like I find it so uncomfortable. Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, not a fan.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
got like a £20 limit. You can't really get something decent, can you, for 20 quid? Yeah. And you end up getting someone that like you don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Secret Santa. We did that. We did it in our family last year. It was like, right, we'll do Secret Santa. Like you can get everyone like a main present, and then if you want to get other people little bits, you can. Mate, I got my mum and Shannon got my dad.
Oh,
so we just went, we'll just take you away. We took him away for a weekend. And it was like that's
a great Secret Santa.
Yeah. But like otherwise, just a ball ache.
Yeah, I have one Secret Santa experience that like was no bueno.
What did you get?
You
received?
I bought it. My gift that I received was like Jägermeister, so you can tell I was a student at the time. But it was in my first job in a gym. I was about 19 years old, and I got a cleaner, right, who was like the most flirtiest woman. She must have been about 60. She was the most flirtiest woman in the entire gym. So I was like, right, I'm going to get her something like, to shut her up.
Yeah.
I got her a vibrator. And she opened it on this staff night out, right? And I was like, I was gone. I literally had tears. I couldn't breathe. She burst out crying. She went, who thought that this was appropriate to get a 60-year-old widow? I was like, oh no.
God, mate.
I didn't know that she was a widow.
Did you say that it was you?
Everyone else did. It was Josh. I was like,
everyone just stitched you up?
I was like, I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, never speak to me again. And I was like, all right, okay. Little 18-year-old Josh, you would never say
that is quite ballsy, mate, though, at that age. That is very ballsy for you to do that.
I know. I obviously thought I was hilarious.
Yeah. And it is quite funny, but...
It was so funny for me, but no one else.
You're there laughing. Everyone else just silent, like, staring. Yeah. It was Josh. Yeah, Secret Santa shouldn't exist for stuff like that. Or
No.
just don't buy people vibrators, mate, in case it's a bit awkward.
Yeah. Unless
You could have got something more disrespectful. You could have got like a walking stick or a Zimmer frame and been like, "There you go," because you're really old. You got something to keep her young.
Yeah.
Obviously not. Obviously she wasn't happy. Did she keep it? I bet she took it home, didn't she?
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah, she didn't give it back. No chance.
No one knew where that went by the end of the night.
So disrespectful, straight in the back.
Yeah, you horrible bastard.
Right, next one. Will Razzo, big sausage. Will Razzo. You met Will Razzo, didn't you?
Yeah, nice lad.
He's asked, who does Josh support? And then he put, I think it's Rotherham, and he spells it Rovrum. And then he put, wait.
Well, there's more.
He put, remind him we are in the top 2. You don't support Rotherham, do you?
So, right. I'm a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
But because of the geography of Rotherham and Liverpool and the cost of a Liverpool ticket, well, in my younger years, I had a season ticket with Rotherham for about 10 years. So I wouldn't say
like Ben Pringle.
Ben Pringle, the
winger
killer. Yeah,
he was a good player.
He was very good. Do you know James Tavernier?
Yeah.
He used to play for Rotherham.
I know.
Emiliano Martinez, World Cup winner.
Oh, did he play for Rotherham?
Played for Rotherham.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he played 10 games.
One of my mates in college, so it'll be like 7-8 years ago. He was a big Rotherham fan, so like I knew a lot of the players because we went and watched them a couple of times and stuff. That was when they were in the Championship. They're still in the Championship now, I think, aren't they? Or maybe they were League One.
They've been like relegated and
they're doing pretty well though. They were like not probably when you were when we were like early teens. They were like League Two. Were they even like National League?
And then they went out of business. Yeah. They're right bad time. Anyway, it's not Rotherham United podcast, right?
So he supports Liverpool.
I support Liverpool, but I did have a Rotherham season ticket. And Sheffield United, they're very average. There's actually a Sheffield United player that lives in our building.
Who's that?
It's called Sander Berge. Yeah, he's quite good. I think he was Sheffield United's most expensive player.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, you're doing well. Look at you living in some amazing flats.
What can I say?
It's quite nice. You did show me. It is nice where Josh lives. Everyone, it's lovely. What's the exact address, mate? Just tell everyone on the podcast.
It's in Rotherham somewhere. Defo not in Sheffield.
Oh, okay. Right. Next one. This is from the Rockass. Who's one of Reece's clients. I don't know his actual name. I think his actual name is Rockass, but it's a fantastic name for a bodybuilder. Like if you have
if you can get shredded glutes, yeah.
It is. And I think his name is actually Rockass. I don't know his surname. But he looks, to be fair, he's very good. He is very good. So yeah, I think he'll be competing as a novice next year. Or whether or not he does novice, I don't know, but he is a novice.
Is he going to go up against your guy that looks...
Jack. Yeah. Those two would be very good, to be fair. They're pretty similar. I think I saw Rockass like Jack's photo earlier, so maybe they know of each other anyway. But yeah, those two would be very, very good. So anyway, he asked, how happy are you to host a pure natty podcast this week? It is good, mate. It's just nice, isn't it?
It's just chill
vibes. Different vibes.
Not worried about anyone's blood pressure or what time is his next jab.
Yeah, not having to pause it every hour for him to go and double check that he's not dying. Yeah, nice.
I bet sometimes when it freezes, you think he's gone now.
He's gone. It's his time. No, I think Reece will be back next week. I don't know if he's a bit.
When's he going on
holiday? In January. Like, I think it's like the second week of January or something. But yeah, I think he's back next week. So yeah, we'll be back to the half natty, half not podcast. But we'll probably, as we've said before, Josh is performing well as a co-host, so we will get him on from time to time, and maybe we'll get a 66% natty, 33% not natty ratio.
Wow.
Trying to think what other enhanced guys could we get on? Because so far with guests we've had you, Kez, Josh Bogdani, George. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. I don't think I am.
Someone's going to be fuming.
Yeah. Sorry if I've forgotten. So I don't think I have. So we've had what George. George is only just enhanced though. So
yeah, and Josh Bogdani, since being on the poddy, is now enhanced.
Yeah, Josh is a big cheat now.
Yeah, disappointed.
Still looks natty though. Still looks natty. So same with George Osborne. Like he's not massive yet, so doesn't count.
Need to get someone that's like proper enhanced, like Liver King.
Get him on. I reckon he'd probably have a bit of time for the podcast.
Oh, he's on everyone else.
We'd have to email him. We'd have to message him and be like, mate, honestly, we're on your side. We completely get why you lied to everyone. Yeah. We'll get you on. And then we get him on and we'd be like, just rinse him.
No, but Reece will probably like kiss his ass.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
He was a fake natty.
Yeah, up until last year. Reece was a fake natty. Then they thought he'd tell everyone. Did you see that post that he put on earlier?
Like his natural transformation.
Yeah. Nobody ever puts it, do they? Yeah, you just put like 6-year transformation. It's like, yeah, but you're a big cheat, mate, now, so no one cares. It's not impressive now. So I commented natty as well. Amazing. Like, just so people know.
I didn't comment, I just reported it.
Did you? What did you put? What was the reason? Our propaganda, was it?
Propaganda, mate. I have another question. It's from George Morton 23. So he's one of my clients. He says, "How bad is
is he 23?
No, he's 21. It's very misleading.
Maybe he was born on the 23rd, or maybe he was born on the 2nd or the 3rd.
You see? Oh no, he's born on the 23rd. Again, 23rd of November. I care about my clients.
Mate, that's crazy.
You're amazed at that, aren't you?
No, because it was a month ago.
I just know.
Yeah, because it was a month ago.
He shares his birthday with my girlfriend.
Oh, really?
I can't forget it. Yeah. He says, "How bad is prep dick?"
Oh, we spoke about this with George.
Oh, did you? Oh, I need to listen to this. I should have done my homework this morning.
Yeah. No, we didn't speak about it that much, but we did mention it. We were saying like it's not so much that. Well, in my opinion, it's not so much that your dick just doesn't work. It's more that you don't have the energy for it. You don't care about it. You know what I mean? Like at that point of prep towards the end, you're not thinking like, oh yeah, I really want to. You just think I want to go to sleep and just crack on. You know what I mean? That's true though, isn't it?
Yeah. I think mine's more stress related. So like it could like be, it could not be prep, and I could be experiencing stress of life, and it just not be on the mind.
Yeah. Right, just being busy. Like I'm not. Well, I am. I was going to say I'm not going to go into detail. Obviously, I'm not. But when me and Shannon went on holiday, when we went to Prague for Shannon's birthday, and we went to Italy, went to the Amalfi Coast. Yeah, like I was so relaxed for that holiday because I wasn't really training. I wasn't doing as much work. I was just doing prep clients for that week. I wasn't doing a week full of check-ins. Like I was so relaxed. It was like, oh, like we actually thought about it more often. You know what I mean? Like it was like, this is actually like what life would be like if I wasn't working all the time and training all the time and stressed and fatigued all the time. You don't realize until you go on holiday, and I'm actually stressed and fatigued all the time, but I just crack on with it.
I just don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, but that, to be fair, like I say stressed. I'm not stressed in the sense of like, oh, I feel really stressed. But training is a stressor. Work is a stressor. It's like when we went away, it was like, this is amazing. Like, obviously, we had a really nice time, really nice place and everything. So it was like say, stress is a massive one. Obviously, the hormones do play a role. Of course they do. But even like, I think I've said this on the podcast before, like the night of my first show, like my dick worked fine. And it was like, I was still lean. I didn't go and eat loads of different food. I literally had my normal meals, just a bit more cream of rice, a bit more cereal after the show. But it was because the show was done. So you're like, it's that relief of like, all that I've worked up to for that show is like, well, it's done now. It's like, it's a massive, massive release of stress. So yeah, you're right really there, mate.
Any more questions? I've nothing else to add. Yeah.
You don't like talking
How
about
bad is it? It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think people make out it's what the thing is as well. Like, you kind of you expect it, and also, is there a certain level of how bad it is? You know what I mean? It's like it either works or it doesn't. It's not like, oh, it just doesn't work so bad. It's like it's either yes or no.
I've lost it. It's
You
gone
know what I
inside me.
It's like it either works or it doesn't. It's not like it's really bad one day and the next it works. It's just for a short period of time, it's probably not going to work amazingly well because you're not thinking about it that much because you're not got that much energy.
Yeah, there we go.
You definitely don't lose it. Oh,
Kes
Kez.
has asked, if you were to have one body part from the other's physique, which would you pick?
Sorry, mate. You won't be any for you to choose of me.
I'm going to choose your hair currently because I need a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I went and got my haircut earlier, guys. Did I say that at the start? I don't think I did. I don't know. You're definitely not your legs, mate. Especially the leg
My
that's
calves are all right.
Yeah, your calves are pretty good actually. That wouldn't be a bad shout. Your back's pretty good. Your back was very good when you competed.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I would maybe say your back, to be honest.
Ooh, I thought that you'd say something like abs or something, but
Yeah,
you know
your abs are good. Your abs are good. But I don't know, when I think about you and I think about when you competed, I think about your back shots because the front shots were good and the side shots were good, but when you turned to the back, it was like, yeah, he's won. Like everyone else was like miles off. So yeah, I would say, but for that reason, you're back.
Cheers, mate. I would take your arms.
My completely shit arms.
I think your biceps are pretty good.
Yeah.
My biceps aren't. I've got one bicep that's like pretty good, and then the other one's like I struggle to get a connection with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your arms aren't bad though.
It could be better. Could be better.
Yeah.
Biceps especially. So yeah, I'm gonna take your biceps and wham them on my arms.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Easy. Your turn.
To be fair, Kez asked me a question as well. Are we going to see a Yeah Buddy Row 1RM competition between the two of you?
You and me? Bloody hell, I can't Yeah Buddy row.
I can't Yeah Buddy Row.
I tried when I came and trained with you, and then I watched the video back. I was like, I'm way too strict.
I think
enough torso movement.
I think to be fair, since then I've not really done them because my hip's fucked. I think the Yeah Buddy Row fucked my hip up. I've said they're dangerous, aren't they? We shouldn't be doing them. We shouldn't be promoting them.
Yeah. Yeah Buddy anything.
So right. Jack Eagles, if you're listening, mate. Jack Eagles put something on his story. He was like, he was doing like a posterior session, yeah. And he said, I'm not going to call it density day because I'm not natty and I'm not a sheep, so I'm going to call it a Yeah Buddy session, right? And I messaged him. I said, you're not a sheep, but you're calling it a Yeah Buddy session. Like I invented calling it something Yeah Buddy, and then like Rose or Yeah Buddy something. That was all me. Nothing about Ronnie. Like, he might have been the creator of Yeah Buddy, but I created.
But he weren't doing Yeah Buddy reps. He was just shouting.
Yeah. He wasn't doing Yeah Buddy rows. He wasn't doing Yeah Buddy laterals. He wasn't doing Yeah Buddy anything. Yeah, he was just shouting. Yeah Buddy. So I messaged Jack and I said, mate, like, what's this about? You know, you need to give me credit if you're going to post about it and use it for everything, because he uses it a lot, does Jack? And he said he would give me credit. This was the other day, and I've not had any yet, so I don't know whether he said it again in his story. I've not seen.
I think I spoke to him at the gym about it, and he's going to get in touch with what is it, Bodybuilders Without Borders or something, and they're going to do a special segment on your influence to the bodybuilding industry with the introduction of Yeah Buddy reps.
Yeah. Mate, in all seriousness, a lot of people say like Yeah Buddy rows and stuff now. A lot of people do. Reece was in Cornwall, I think he said, and someone there was like, "Oh yeah, like, you know, I've been doing Yeah Buddy rows or Yeah Buddy summit." So
if that is your legacy,
right? Mate, I'll take
Kairos and physiotherapies all across the UK, all across the world will be grateful for you.
We'll know. Yeah, they'll know that it was me that got them all that business. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think we're going to do Yeah Buddy rows, are we, mate? We did that in the last YouTube video. What did we do? 8 to 10 rep maxes. We didn't do 1 rep max. What do you think you could bent over row, or yeah buddy row, as a 1 rep max?
160, 150.
Nah, you could do more than that. Yeah buddy row. Think of it, yeah buddy row.
A legit yeah buddy. Probably yeah buddy. My entire deadlift PR.
Yeah, exactly. You could do, couldn't you?
Well, I'm into my belly and then back down onto the ground.
Imagine.
You know my mate Cecil,
yeah,
who tried telling me D-ball,
yeah.
who's now trained at Ultraflex, and I see him nearly every day, and he talks to me every single day like I'm 16 again.
Does it?
Yeah, it's funny. It's painful, actually. It's not funny.
Yeah.
He was doing bent over rows, and we've got 10 minutes left on the timer.
Yeah,
he was doing bent over rows. I've never seen worse reps in my life.
Were they really, yeah, buddy? Like,
but this guy is an OG. You know, he's been training since like the 80s. He's like 500 years old. You've just kind of like tapped into, like the Dorian era of training, and now it's yours.
All it is just we've termed it as something.
Yes.
And I honestly think that there is actually some there is a premise behind doing yeah buddy reps at certain times. Like the back end of a given set, the last set of a given exercise, doing partial reps. Like you can just call them yeah buddy reps. The same thing, really. Yeah buddy laterals, that's just doing a weight that's too heavy for you. You end up doing partials in the lengthened range.
Whilst we're on the subject of training, it's just coming to my mind. I tried out a new training method this week based off of the Olympia.
Did you do FST7?
That's what it is. I did FST7.
Did you actually?
I did FST7. I watched 3 YouTube videos of Jeremy Buendia and Haney Rambod doing FST7, and I went and did one of his shoulders, his chest and tricep session or whatever it was. My triceps, I did it on Monday, it's Wednesday. Honestly, it feels like, in fact, no, I did it on Sunday. I did it literally after the Olympia. Like, woke up, did my research, went and trained. My triceps are dead. I've got pushed tomorrow, and I'm deeply concerned that I could get injured.
There you go, mate. It's obviously not good for
you. Or I might have created some new novel stimulus, and I'm about to get absolutely massive like Buendia. Yeah.
It's funny. People were saying that, weren't they? Like everybody's going to be doing FST7. That's all you need to do, mate. Do FST7. Make sure that you only use Evogen or Evogen products, because that's his company. And you could probably win the Olympia as well, mate.
Yeah. The key thing though is FST7 is that you only do it for 1 session per week, maximum 2 if you're able to recover.
Yeah, too much.
Don't do it every session. No, it's too much.
So you're just going to do it. You didn't doing it every.
I can't see me doing it very often. It has to be said.
Did you enjoy the session though?
Yeah, mate, I loved it. This is it. I really enjoyed it because I like doing like loads of volume when I train. But I am dead. My arms are absolutely battered.
It's good though, because your arms are shit. You said that earlier.
Yeah. Maybe this is what I need.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
I'm going to come on the podcast in 6 months and my arms are going to fill this jumper.
Fair play to you, though, for trying it out, mate.
I always try stuff out.
Yeah.
I were bound to get clients go, oh, what's FST7? Is it any good? Yeah. So I thought I'd just give it a go and be like, right, look, I was dead after. I did enjoy it.
The thing is, though, you'd be dead after anything that's different. You know what I mean? Whatever name it is, you do anything drastically different, you'd be battered.
Do a 1 rep max, you're going to be dead. Do like a booming 50 rep max, you're going to be dead. You've seen how Neil Curry trains?
No.
Oh, he does like 50 rep sets.
Yeah.
Like I know, like it's pointless in my eyes. It's too much. Not that I'm going to argue with Neil Curry because he's, Mr Olympia or something. But yeah, it's just too much, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's one of them, like, if you find that it works for you, fair play. You know what I mean? Like you say, who are you to say that, oh no, he shouldn't be doing that? Like at the end of the day, if it's working for that individual, it's working for them. Is it the best approach? Maybe not, but it might be for them. Like he might have a horrendous ability to brace. So doing anything less than 20 reps feels like shit. because he just can't brace, so he just breaks down. So like anything above 25, 30 reps feels great for him, and he gets a better sort of stimulus to fatigue ratio. And I think as well, he must have trained now for years, like what, probably 10, 15 years. I don't know how old he is, but he'll have trained for years. Yeah.
30, I think.
Yeah. So he's probably trained for 15 years, let's say.
Yeah.
10 absolute minimum. So by that point, you find what works best for you, don't you? And like, for example, if you were to hire a coach and he was to tell you to do these, these different methods, and you've done them in the past and not really enjoyed them, they've not felt good, you'd say like, I know that might be on the surface, that might look like it should work, but for me, really, like what I've done in the past with the previous data I've got, this has actually felt better for me. I think that's something that people forget. Is like, oh, but the research says this. It's like, yeah, but look at, there's so many flaws in the research as well. It's not just like, oh, the research says this, so this is true. It's like, yeah, but how was that research actually conducted? Who was it on? Did they track how well they trained? Did they track their training execution and effort? Like, how can you track that? I mean, it's difficult to even track that. Like, people who are getting research studies done on them don't train in the same way that you would train or I would train. Like, even if someone came up to you and said, oh, we're going to do a study, you've got to do this exact program that I'm going to give you for 8 weeks, you'd go, fuck off. I'm training. I do my own training because I'm serious about training. You know what I mean?
I did a study when I were in uni, and it were over 10 weeks, and it was to do with supplementing citrulline malate. And my data showed that my training regressed because the training program was shit in comparison to what I would normally do. Well, like 2 reps in reserve, whereas at the time I weren't doing reps in reserve. So that kind of skewed the data. So I'm always dead skeptical about research suggests this.
You can't just say that it's true. Right, we've got a few minutes. We've got one more question from Mr. Bertolini himself. How much money would it take for you to do 24 hours on the stairs?
Oh, what a great question to end on. What a boy. How much money did he raise?
I'm not sure exactly. I know it was over $2,000. He put the goal as a grand, and it was over $2,000 when he finished yesterday.
Amazing.
Yeah. So thank you for putting on your story as well, mate. Because he said a few people donated after that. So yeah, anybody that donated for Will doing that, thanks guys. It's still actually up now. I think he said he's leaving the page up until the end of the month. So if anybody does want to go and donate, go and check it out. Go on to Will's page. It's willbertolini.fitness, and you'll be able to read it all on there. How much money would it take for me to do it?
I think you need to try and sell that a bit more. Like, what's the background? Why is he doing it? Like, what did he actually do?
I know, mate, but we've only got 2 minutes left. So the background is basically it's a cancer charity called Phyllis Tuckwell, I believe it's called. And basically, Will's stepdad died a month or so ago from cancer. He'd had it for like 2.5 years. So yeah, Will's stepdad died not long ago. So he wanted to help give back from obviously everything that they did to help him. So yeah, he ended up he did 24 hours on the Stairmaster from 6 p.m. Monday until 6 p.m. Tuesday, which was last night. I drove down to see him last night. I got there like 2 minutes after he'd finished as well, which was annoying, but I still saw him like in time.
Mate, you look like that, don't it?
Mate, the traffic in London is a joke. Mate, it's like a 3-hour drive. And I trained on the way, but yeah, the traffic in London, obviously, if it says an hour and 15 in London, it means 2 hours. Like, whereas when obviously living where we live or living up north, an hour and 15 is an hour and 15 on the maps, or you'll do it in an hour.
Or if you're Razzie,
it's like, I've got that. Yeah. So I was a bit late. But yeah, that was the sort of the background behind it. But it was really nice. Like, his family were there, loads of people in the gym like stopped and counted him down the last 10 seconds and stuff. So yeah, it was class. It was good to see him as well. And then he was to be fair, he messaged me today, he's not actually that battered. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's like trashed tomorrow. But yeah, a full day on the stairs. He put it on his page.
24 hours on the stairs.
So yeah, it was 24 hours.
I'll never complain on prep.
Yeah, exactly. 24 hours, 24,000 calories, 68,000 steps, and 14,000 meters climbed. And someone posted a comment saying, like, to put that into perspective, Mount Everest is like 8,000 meters climbed or something like that.
I was just going to Google how tall is Everest.
Yeah, so mental. So yeah, if you want to donate, go on to Will's page on Instagram. How much money would you need, mate? Because the time's going to run out.
500 grand.
To do a day?
Yep.
I'd need 10 grand. You're obviously doing way better than me, mate.
I've got arthritis in my knee, you see.
Oh, yeah, true.
There we go.
Right, we're going to wrap it up. It's a bit of a shorter episode, but it was still a good one. So thank you, Josh, for coming on. We'll have you anytime as a co-host or as a third host. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for everybody for watching. Have a great Christmas. Tag us in your stories. That'd be massively appreciated. And we'll catch you all in the next episode.